Welcome back in my rabbit hole, and guys, I am up to some shenanigans. So I wanted to show you this book. It's huge. So if you're wondering how huge it is it is like a vinyl size. So it's about, here I can measure it for you. It's 34 to 34 centimeters, so it's huge. Okay, my hands are that big, and this thing, I mean, I chose the widest camera angle that is possible here, and it doesn't fit. So what I wanted to do with this book is I wanted to disassemble it. And you're probably wondering why. It's huge and it's ready and it's looking okay. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, but I have done this quite early on in my bookbinding journey, and I've made quite some mistakes. So for example, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's wobbly here. I wasn't able to put on the Italian paper properly. It warped, and I have these warping waves in here. I mean, the back looks great, but I like now, after a bit of bookbinding experience, I definitely would do this differently. I definitely would use a double, like I would surround, I would do this double, just that it looks more like it's supposed. I don't know, it's just the proportions of this thin, it's not thin, it's, I don't know, but it's not fitting for me, for my eye. It's too thin. These are too thin. But just to my eye. And then you can see here, I hope you can see this, where I have creased the paper inside. This looks a bit weird, and that's because the how do you say, the structure of the paper is the wrong direction, so I should have used it the other way around. Yeah, so basically what I will do is, oops, there was a plant. Where are my scissors? Oh, there. So basically what I will do is I will cut this up, and I will use the inner parts for something better. So this is really, I mean, I could use this again, but then nah, just, I don't know, I'll put it aside and then decide later. So we have that, and then we are doing the exact same thing here. And this is coming off as well. I will decide later, like I said. I don't know, these are just huge. And basically I could pull this out, but I won't. I will just put them on the side, and then I will cut the binding off. Okay guys, what I didn't think about is that this book is even so big that it doesn't fit in my cutter. So basically what I need to do is I need to put these off, and then cut them by hand. Yeah, okay, but that's coming off real good. Let's see. I mean, I did a great job at this binding. Yeah, but that also means that I cannot put it, this cannot disassemble it as easy. Yeah. The signatures are only two papers thick, because the paper is so thick that basically that's totally enough. While I'm doing this, I can also think about which format I want this book to be, the next book. I don't have any new new paper in sheets around, and I want to make a photo book right now, and so that's what I'm doing. That's just what I'm doing. So obviously the crease here, the direction of this is the wrong way, so it needs to be like this. I can show you how you can test this. So basically, like this, the paper is really heavy to bend, and if you're bending it the other way, it's more easy, and you always have to crease the paper. So the fiber direction, okay, the fiber direction is like this, not like this. So it's coming out of the machine like this, and that's why you should crease it like this, because it's just smoother, and then it if you apply some glue, it's not warping. It's warping like it's warping a bit, but not as much as the other way around, and also in a direction that is okay. Yeah, only 2 more to go. Maybe from the other side it's easier. No, definitely not. So they are all off. These are I can put away. So now we can think about how the signatures should be in a new book. So my favorite thickness of signatures now is 3 signatures. So I'm putting these together by 3 sheets per signature. So I'm putting these together the right way. Just to see. So now we have, instead of 6 signatures, we have 4 signatures, but we are not using them like this, of course, but we are cutting them down. So the paper direction should be like this. And so I can make a sheet as wide as this is. So this is 34, let me measure here, 33 actually, 33 centimeters, and then I need to cut something off so that it's flush at the edge, so at the back of the book. So I probably will go with 32 centimeters. You can see the measurement on the mat, but it's right beneath here. So I can do 32 centimeters, so this would be 16 centimeters, would be the half of it, so the book would be 16 centimeters wide. So I could go with a 16 centimeter high book, then it would be a square, basically. Just, I've done quite a few books like that, but, and then also I could do like 2 books out of or this height, and then of course we also have the back side, so that would be cool. Or we are doing, let me think, 16, or we're going higher. I would also like that. And or I could even make a really weird book, and then I could go the height of like probably 32 centimeters as well. But I need to think about my machine, because I didn't get this in my machine, and so I'll quickly see how much I can cut with my machine, because I do not want to cut this by hand. Okay, so my machine can do 30 centimeters, and so I think what I want to do is I want to cut this down to 30 centimeters and make a really weird book out of it that is square when it's laying open, like much like the traveler's notebook size, but just bigger, obviously. So that also is kind of square when you open it. And then I think I would make another 2 books, which are the other, like, which are just square or some different formats. Yeah, but first I need to cut this down, and I'm thinking about, so yes, it's important to, okay, let me think. Oh my gosh, this is hard, guys, okay? This is hard. So I need some good edges, some square edges, okay? So basically I think what I want to do is I want to cut this to 30 and a bit, and then trim it down so that I can work with it. Okay, in my mind this makes sense. Probably it doesn't when I'm telling you, but I'm just doing it, okay? I'm just doing it. And by the way, my desk is a freaking mess. Yeah, but it is what it is. So what do I want to... Yeah, I'm never making as big books again, because they're just freaking annoying. If you have to cut every single thing by hand, no. But I guess I made this before I got the machine, so I had to cut everything by hand. are we? Where are we? Like this, maybe. I hope this works out, guys. What did I say? 30 and a bit. Does that make sense? Yeah. It makes sense. I think. Or I could also see if... Yeah. See, this paper is also not... I wasn't able to cut it as well as a professional would, or with a big machine. Where am I? 8, to concentrate. Concentrate. 7. We are here. My gosh. Even this ruler is too small for this job. Okay, so I need to lay this always on the right side because this is my defined edge. Yes. Am I right? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, or I'm doing it like... Guys, see, I'm not a professional, but I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm doing it out of fun. Yeah, but I think it was a good idea to cut this in 2 steps because I really think I did a poor job the first time. Okay, this is done, and so I'm quickly getting my... Oh, is it still here? Yes. My Teflon folder so that we are doing the right... Yes, I've done it the correct way. Fine. Yeah. Sorry. Sometimes I'm like all over the place. Yes. And so then I can cut it here to 15, I guess. Say here. Like this. Where are we? This. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do this. We will do this. Good. I'm feeling better now. Okay. Same thing. this. Okay, so basically I could just leave it like this with 4 signatures, but I'm undecided if I want to do more. I could definitely do more, maybe a 5th one. I think not having an even number of signatures is nicer. So I guess I will cut another one. And on the others, I'm not decided yet if I want to do, how do you say, if I really want to do like a square, or if I want to do some other formats. I probably will do some different formats. So, how have we done this last time? Okay, so we have some really nice signatures, and I will trim them right now because I have found it is more easy with the binding, even if one or the other is a bit more, yeah, I don't know, I just have found that to be better. Okay, so I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, this was so hard to cut, and as you can see there's some indent here, but yeah, that's not too bad. It is what it is. I think this was my the cut where I have used the most length, so let's see if it worked. Wait, where are we? I need to measure. Yeah, so I cut these down to 15.2 centimeters. So they are a bit more wide, but the 2 centimeters I think are good because of course this is wider than, so the outer sheet of the signature is wider than the inner sheet of the signature, and so I wanted to have this about 30 centimeters. And then I also did this because then I can do the cover even a bit longer. So with the binding technique, I'm basically using the same binding technique that I did before with the other book, but I am doing 2 times here. And then what I also want to do is I make the cover a bit wider because then it looks better. It's just I have found that the cover needs to be a bit wider than the block, the book block. Yeah, so then the signatures I meant. So that's that. And so we are 30 minutes in and I just cut the paper. Guys, bookbinding is not quick. It's very slow, very, very slow. And then there are a ton of steps in it involved, and but I love it a lot, and I will definitely come back to this project, maybe today, maybe on another day, and take you on the ride, because yeah, I like it that I'm doing some different layouts here, some different formats, I wanted to say. Okay, so a few hours have gone by, and this you've seen, but this you haven't seen. So I cut some pieces to size, which should fit the front and back of the covers, so that I can glue that together. So here we have 2 times the big size and 2 times the small size. And what will happen basically is that if we turn this around, I need to glue this down like this, then turn in the sides like this, and then afterwards glue this inside here. So this is the front and the inner front, like from the front cover the inner part. So I will combine outside this paper with inside this book cloth, and then with the other cover it will be reversed, so the back will be the other way around. I really wanted to use this paper, but it was hard to combine it with something else, some other paper that I had or other cloth. So I went with this kind of neutral one, and I think it complements each other quite well. So this is that, and then putting this down below again because it curls up all the time and I'm annoyed by it. And then you probably have seen this in frame, and this is just a scrap piece of paper that I have laying around, and I need to think now where my holes where I want to have the holes for binding the book. So basically I need to figure out the spacing of this binding. So let me do this up like, or no, I'll put this on top. My desk looks a bit better, but this part of the desk, like up there, it's full. It's also full on this side, so I don't have much space, which is not as optimal for showing you this on camera and bookbinding, because bookbinding you normally need quite a lot of space. So what we have here, and I'm aligning this with some lines. So basically we have, so this are 30, how do I want to do it? This is 30 centimeters, like this. And then we will cut how did I do it the last time? I am confused. Oh, like that, okay. Sorry. Okay, so I'm cutting it a few centimeters wider, like this, and then turning it around so that I can basically cut out a piece. Oh, no, I need to align it here. I'm sorry that you cannot see everything. It's just, yeah, not possible with this camera. But I will show you, of course, afterwards how it looks. I have found this trick to be really, really good. So that I am aligning everything as best as I can. And then we are going like this. Yes. So basically what I've done is that this is 30 centimeters from here to here. And now I can just put it into the signature and have a lock there. So yes, that will be really handy. And I think most of the times I am putting this in with my left hand, and I think I will do it like this and then go from left to right. Yeah. So basically aligning it again with the lines on the mat. You can also, of course, measure everything. And then I need to think about how far, like how many times I wanna have the binding surround the cover, and as well how many points I need to mark where I am piercing through the signatures and the covers. And I need to think about how far they should be apart from each other, of course. So these two things I have to figure out. And normally I really like with my smaller books if the hole that I'm piercing into the cover is about like this space is exactly what this space is, so that it's exactly 45 degrees from the one corner. But I am actually thinking about increasing this a bit, so the length of this, and to go, for example, here, so that it's 2 to 3, 2 centimeters and 3 centimeters, for example. And most of the times I'm just using a simple math thingy, tricky, whatever you want to call it. So let's see, I'm having 30 centimeters and I am putting, let's say, 2 times 3 centimeters away. Okay, so that it's these 3 centimeters and down below as well, 3 centimeters. Then there would be left, of course, -6, so it's 24 centimeters. Okay, so the 24 centimeters are left, and then I need to think of how many times I want to have the cover surrounded. So if I do, for example, 3 centimeters in and then a spacing of 4 centimeters, then 24 centimeters through 4 would be 6. So I would have 7 times. So I would have to pierce 7 times through the cover. I can also, I think that's too much. I don't want to do that. So another number that is very easy is, of course, 24 through 4. So 24 centimeters through 4 times is 6 centimeters. So I would have 5 times hole in the cover and in the signatures. I kind of feel good about the spacing, and now I'm trying it out. So basically what I'm just doing is I'm marking the 3 centimeters from top and bottom here and here, and then we are having 6 centimeters, so here, 2, 4, 6, and here. Okay, do I like that? I think I like, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, just let's do this. It's just about making a decision. It's not about the perfect decision, okay? So, because this piece is already 2 centimeters, this is quite handy because I can hook it, of course, as well here. And then I can just mark exactly, oh no, it turned, where I want these. Most of the times I am actually keeping these spacers after I do not need these anymore, because they are quite handy if you want to repeat a certain layout or a certain size. So you don't have to do all of this more than once. Okay, I quickly got my awl, and I also got these, they're just cardboard. They are quite small, but they will do the job. I also had bigger ones and stuff, but for now it's okay. Probably do in 3 and 3. Hope that's enough. Okay. So I'm putting these together because there's no other front. Back. Quickly marking them so that I know. Of course, the grain direction is like this. You know this by now. And yeah. Where did I do the marks? Wow, did I lose them? No. There they are. They're just really faint. So I'm putting these together. And then we need to push. Pierce through through the thing. There went the camera, went just off. That's okay. And then I want to increase, because I know this all already. I want to increase the holes to the maximum, because I know if I don't do this, it's heavy to sew everything together. Yeah. And yes. Okay, so that's that. And then in the next step, I need to remove these bumps. So there are quite some bumps. If you don't bother, if it's one of your first projects, just do not care about them. I didn't care the I don't know, first 10 projects I did or so, but then I found out a trick, and this is bad right now because my blade is really short, but normally if it's longer it's way easier. You can just put these like off. Yeah, just put it just so that it's flat. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be flat. Obviously you can also see that my blade isn't as sharp anymore as in the beginning of this project, because I have cut some gray cardboard, and these blades, or these cardboards get through these blades so quickly. But I honestly also have to admit that I'm not using the best cardboard. I'm just using a 1.5 really cheap one. I'm not using archive stuff or real bookbinding thing. I just ordered the cheapest that I could get because it was cheap in a bulk. And it's doing its job, it's just not as nice to work with, but I knew this going in. So you can also put some sandpaper to it, but I don't like that because the apartment afterwards, it's already dusty. It doesn't have to be that dusty, okay? Yeah, I'm not doing a good job here. You can definitely do it better. I am just doing it so that it's flat, more or less. And yeah, that's fine. Okay, dirt to the side. Okay, so now we have that. I will pierce the other holes in the signatures later. But for now, that's perfect. And I also wanted to mark, before I forget, I'm also marking how I put this in. So start, I'm just putting start here, so hopefully I remember that this was where I started, so that I can do the same thing with the signatures, so that I have a direction that is all the same every time. Yeah, I think that's also important, because of course if you flip this, it will be different again, you know, and you don't want that. You definitely don't want that, because then it's all off. Maybe, possibly, yeah. Okay, so I've got my glue, and I have gotten my all of my brushes in that very lovely cup that I got from a friend. It's German, and it says, go out of my way, I need to dance. So that's very me. I'm thinking, because obviously this is my best brush and I have a big project right now, so I should use this, but it's only one book and well, why? Yeah, any brush I use, I need to wash out afterwards, so why am I even thinking about it? I should use this brush. I should just use this brush. Okay. Before I'm using it, I want to water it, because to be honest, if I am not watering it, the brush is getting more glued together quickly, and so yeah, I'll quickly water that. So if you're like putting this underwater, be sure that it's only damp and not really wet, because what happens is the glue is getting watered down, of course, by your thing, so that wouldn't be that good. And also the cardboard would definitely get wet at the point where you're applying the glue. So I need to see how the pattern is, but I think it's like this or that. It's really, it doesn't matter, and I'm glad it doesn't matter, because I'm always fucking that up. It has happened so many times. Okay, let me see if I can. Oh yes. Sometimes it just glues together and then nothing will come out, and I need to free the hole again and stuff like that. Just usual things, you know. Okay. The hole is quite small, so not optimal. I would definitely recommend you having a bigger, like a tube with a thicker thingy hole on the front, but it's totally okay. Okay, let's see if that was enough. Maybe laying. Where am I? So let me see if I'm able to. I'm not used to this brush. It's the first time I think that I'm using it, and you should always apply the glue from inside to outside. So maybe I'm putting this away for now. And I'm not happy about these little flags in here. I'm wondering if this was just in the in there. Needs to be applied, how do you say, evenly. And this glue is fairly quick in. Oh my gosh, no, it's see what happens. I'm not able to. Oh, come on. Not now. I'll clean that later. Oh, come on. No, okay. There was something in there. Fuck. I hate that. I hate it. paper. You shouldn't do that with your awl. But it's the only thing I had laying around here that I could do this with. See, this glue is so quick. Quicker than I am. And I hate that. You could also apply the glue on the sheet of paper you're using. But I'm used to doing it like this, just because. Okay, let me put this on the floor for a sec. This, flip it, and then see if I can align it. It doesn't have to be perfect, so this paper, guys, is so nice to work with. It's so nice to work with. It's Japanese paper, handmade, called Hyogami, and it's just the very best, but it's freaking expensive. But just the best from the best. Quickly and I'm quickly doing the other cover. This cap is so small, can't handle it. I am not a professional bookbinder at any means. I have just learned this on my own through the internet. And I have picked some things up and others I just left behind. So don't count on my advice. I guess is what I want to say. Need to be quick, want to be quick at least putting this on my... So the grain direction of the paper and like the other materials that I'm putting around is the same, but with cloth it's not important. At least I have found that. But with paper it's really important, of course. But this obviously has a backing, and that has a grain direction, but I don't know which one. I don't care right now. And the so yes. Okay. So that's that. Also cutting the edges. doesn't have to be perfect. But what we need to do now is we need to, and I have forgotten this so often, so freaking often, and oh my gosh. Oh no, it's clear. Okay guys. I just got a shock because I thought I didn't do one thing that is really necessary. So what we want to do is pierce a bit through these holes from the inside to the outside. And if you don't want to do these extra steps, you can also just make the covers from top to bottom, and then afterwards you can just pierce a hole through, but then you will have the bump on the other side, of course. But if you are perfectionistic like I am and want to do like 50 other extra steps, then do it like this, going from the inside to the outside and then going from the outside to the inside, and then it should be good. And maybe going over it with the bone folder. This is a Teflon bone folder, so it will not leave marks as a normal one, and this is so handy. This is the best thing, one of the best things that I've definitely purchased in this hobby. Okay, I don't need, oh yeah, maybe. You see, I'm going back and forth and it's okay. It doesn't have to be a straight process. Yeah, looking good. Of course it's working right now, but we are also putting another layer on the inside, of course. So we need our sheet of, no, I'm using maybe this. Yeah, I need to be careful because there are already some things here. So we are not yet finished with the covers, of course. But this part is fun. The next part isn't. Yeah, I have my favorite parts and my not so favorite parts. And it's okay. I don't have much space, okay, so I cannot show you everything in detail. Nice. Top. Then let's do the bottom. didn't sound good. Sounded like it glued to the packing it to the protection paper. Okay. So the last one. I also could have put a different brush in use now for this step, because basically it's a very small surface, so that would have been even better, but I'm lazy, guys. I'm just lazy. Okay, so we have that. So we are doing this very same thing with the other one, using a fresh layer underneath. And I think this I can do maybe even a bit quicker. Okay, nice. That looks good. That looks really nice. And so we are gluing the last two pieces to its covers. Okay, that was just a freaking mess. I just yeah, glue was all over my fingers, and I needed to do this off cam because, yeah, it was a mess. So, last step for now is to pierce the holes back also through the inner layer. You can see there's a bit of glue. This is not perfect, but that's okay. And with piercing these through again, we have them also in the inside now, of course. Oh, that was the wrong way. Like this. So I really like this, but I need to put this in the press and let it dry, of course, and then we will see each other again. I'm back. It's another few hours later, and I have washed out my brush, and these two guys I have put out of the press. I think they have been in there for a few hours, but I honestly don't know exactly for how long because I have lost my concept of time. So, these look really nice. They are nice and flat now. You saw before that they have warped a bit, but that has gone back because the, how do you say, because the water has evaporated. Probably not as a whole, but enough. And I love these color combination. I don't know why, but it just has something. It has something. And I've decided to go with this lavender color of bookbinding thread. It's pre-waxed, and I am using it. This was just a 5 meter or 10 meter sample, I guess, from Seshu, or however you call that. I have no idea how that's pronounced because I do not speak French. And this is the, here you can see it, the Lin Cable Glacé, whatever, 332, so the thickest of them all. The smaller the number, the thicker the thread. And this is the color 497. I don't know exactly which one it is, but it's lavender or something. And this was a 10 meter sample. Like I said, I already cut a piece, and if you're wondering how long the piece has to be, so basically, let me show you how you can measure it. So as you can see, I have laid, oh, let me see, where's the top, where's the bottom first. I have also punched the holes already in this in these signatures with the help of this thing I used before as well. And this is the top of the book. And so when we are looking at this, so this is the top, and this is the top. So it's basically like this. And then I have the book or the pieces just lying in front of me, and I can measure because I know the kind of binding I'm doing. It's a, how's it called? Oh my gosh, my brain. It will come to me. It will definitely come to me, but okay. Not now. No, not right now, I guess. Single needle Coptic Stitch. That's it. So I know the binding, so I know how I need to go through the book so that it's working. And so I can basically take one end, and I know that I have to go through every signature one time. So I'm doing one bit extra, so from one hole to the other and a bit extra. 2, 5, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5. And then I'm holding on to this. I need to basically also accommodate for going around the cover twice, and of course at the front and at the back. So that's basically 4 times. So I'm basically doing like this. So this would be one time, then it would be twice, then it would be 3 times, and then it would be 4 times. So that's the length for going around here twice and going around here twice. And so I can just see how long that is. That's more or less the length of this. So I'm doing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I still have some thread because I was really giving a bit extra, because you always need a bit more. I would say you always need at least this much at the front extra and this much at the back, and then I just give a bit extra for accommodating just going around. And so yeah, I have enough. I could have cut a bit earlier, but I just want to have enough thread, because I mean, of course you can always like attach another bit, but I had to do this many times and it's always a pain in my mind. So we are starting with, and I'm having a book here, so that I can, this is the bookbinding book I own. So I have this, no, I need to turn this. And then I will take the cover and the first signature. The rest I will lay exactly like this, back here. And then, am I right? Yes. Now I'm doing it like this. So that's that. And then I need some bookbinding needle. And I'm using, so I have this cigar box, and I'm just keeping all my bookbinding needles in there. So I'm taking the one end, threading the needle, threading? Do you say it like this in English? I have no clue. Like this. And then what you can basically do is you can, I hope I can show you here, you can flatten out a part so that it's spread out, and then you go in the middle and you pierce, and then, can you see this? We go over. You don't have to do this, okay? That's just a bookbinding pro trick. And then you're pulling, and then you can see it's really flat here. So you can basically like this. So I can pull here, pull here, pull here, pull here, and then hopefully it all will be more easy to pull through the paper. So I will quickly go through again. So this is pre-waxed linen thread. It's probably one of the best bookbinding threads you can get, but this was made for leather. And this is, like I said, the thickest one that I know is available in America. There are different brands which are also, I mean, yeah, they're just not available here, so I couldn't get them, but I would have liked to. So basically I'm opening the first signature, and I can start at the top or at the bottom. I just actually like to start on the right side. So that's the top. Sometimes the sides are just quite, how do you say? I'm weird with them. Pulling this through. And the first bit is the hardest, so I know I picked an odd color combination, but the white just didn't feel right. It just, I don't know, I didn't vibe with it. So I'm doing that once. Pulling again. Just quite loose, and then doing it again. So you can use some washi and just tape it here if that's more, like if that's easier for you, because this can be a pain. So this will all feel wonky at the beginning, and that's totally okay, and I hope you can see everything. Because no, oh shoot. Okay, wait, I need to show you. Do you see that? I pierced the paper. Well, whatever. I'm going like this. That's the right way. That's the right way. So like this. So there are definitely way better tutorials out there. It's just that I want to take you on this bookbinding ride with me, because it's a rabbit hole and I have gone so deep in it and I've been so happy with it. I just need to show you. I just absolutely need to show you. Okay, so now we are on the inside, and now we can do our first knot. Just a normal one, and yeah, that's okay. So we can see it's looking like this. Really nice and tight. So now we have that, we can go to the second hole, and then what I'm doing, which is pretty handy, I'm just turning that, then go on the back. Doing it again. I just love the look more with the two threads. You can obviously also do a version with just one going around once, but I have found that this is suiting me better. So I'm turning the back I am pulling, I want to see that they don't overlap but lay next to each other. And then I'm going again under. Can you see this? I'm putting the needle under these two threads pieces, and this is staying underneath. I've found that this is my preferred method of how to do this. So and what I like to do, what do I have here? Is a lot of glue. Well, it is what it is. Oh, it was twisted. See, there can be these knots. They're not really knots, it's just like a twist in the yarn. See this? You can just pull them out. But most of the times, force will just not work in your favor with these. So I'm pulling this because you see there is no thread yet. I can just do it at the side, pull it through on the side or around, and then I have the same effect as yeah. I can't explain right now. Oh no. Oh. Back again through the same hole. To the inside. Through. So basically what I need to do is I need to go here, see where the needle comes out, but because on the left side there is no nothing in between, I can just surround the signature and that's it. And again, oops. I know that the doubling the thread here. Oh, why can't I go through? My hands are sweaty, it's hot here. What? Oh. The signature isn't up completely. I tried to pierce through the signature. It's more effort, but I think it's good. I'm doing it for more quality and for better looks. So, and I also feel that the structure of the book is better. I honestly don't know if it is. It just, maybe it's a bias because I just like it, but it just feels better. So what we will basically do now is we are taking the second signature. It lays like this, and then we flip it to this, like to our side like this. We will open it and pierce through the first hole to the inside, and then to the outside again through the second hole. So, and then I need to go under the first signature. I hope I can show you. Maybe I can do it like this so you can see it? So I'm pressing the signature onto the other signature, and then I need to go under, and I need to go between this thread here and the signature. So not like before underneath here, but a bit above, so that I am not going through the threads that are going around the cover. It's a bit hard to explain, but at least that's my favorite way to do it. And I'm going from right to left, so that I'm going basically so that I'm not pulling the hole out, like so that I'm not risking ripping this this signature. It's stronger that way, because obviously what you don't want is to rip your you don't want to rip your signatures by your thread. And you know, with my binding, you need to pull the thread quite a bit. This, and then we're going back in again. So, and then we're going to the next signature. Then repeat, repeat, repeat. So now we're doing the same. We're going underneath, and wait, let me show you without and then instead of going back in, we're going just up, so through the loop that we just created, and then like this. Then we are taking the third, and we go until we are at the last signature. And this time, it's a bit hard to show right now, but I can pull the thread afterwards even more. I need to go from left to right, underneath the second signature, behind the two threads. So basically, you always need to go through under the one you sewed before. That is already finished, and then I need to pull this as much as I can, pull this, and then go in through the same hole again next to it, not through the thread again. Okay, I just remembered that actually my favorite way to attach the cover is not the way how it's shown in all the tutorials, or at least the tutorials that I have seen, but a bit different and it takes a bit longer. Okay, so basically what you would do, you would take the last signature and the cover, and then going around the cover and then inside here and out here around the cover. And so it basically means that you only go through this signature once, but I actually like to do it better first going through this signature and then attaching the cover, so that in here this results out of 2 layers of thread. And basically what that means is to do this I need enough thread, you know. So I would go through this once and then I would go through another time, and during going back again I would need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times thread here. I think I'm having the correct math here, but I'm not sure, but I definitely have enough for that method, so I'm basically thinking of doing that. Yeah, I just like it more. It results in a nicer result at the spine, I feel, because with the other one the last signature is getting pushed back a bit and I don't like that very much, but it's easier for sure. Well, this way it's not as flimsy as the other way, but it's less time you need for the other, for the, how do you say, normal or, yeah, regular technique. I've found my own way of doing this, basically. So I'm one time through this whole thing. Let me try to flatten the signature a bit. I haven't pressed the signatures before, as you normally should. And then I will complete attaching this. And I basically will do the same as before, going through it, so creating a bit of a hook, which is closed, so like this. I think with this thread you can see quite well. And then I'm taking the cover, and now what I am doing is I need to think. I need to go here, and then I need to do this again, or I want to do this again. Oh no, thread is tangled up, gets tangled up. So we have it like this. Now we are pulling, and then we are pulling this and pushing this to the right side so that it's next to it and not crossing. Of course, we are putting quite some force here. And then we are doing the same thing as before when we did the first cover. Am I? I'm not. Wait. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have put so much pressure on it before, so that I can still oh shoot, I just pierced through the thread itself, and that's not good. So we are not doing that. We are not doing it. Let it relax. We are going underneath here. There we are. I hope now I got it. Did I? Yes. Okay, so we need to, or I need to put on the force again. But I think now it's okay. I think I'm going underneath here. Well, that's really, it doesn't matter, okay? I'm just picky about how I do things. And then we are going in again. thread is getting tangled up. Okay. I think this method is also easier than the other one because it's not as floppy as the other. But, sorry for the shaking, it is taking longer. Especially if you're untrained as I am, because I haven't done this for quite some time. This is my first book binding in, I think, a month. I'm honest. Well, that's not true. But that was leather and you haven't seen this video yet, so probably, I guess. I hope it's coming out soon, but I still need to finish the video, so guess a sneak information for you. So like this. What did it do? Oh no, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah, it's the wrong way, of course. So basically, okay, I can show you what it's supposed to be like. Maybe I'm making it a bit more harder as it is. So basically what you want to do is you want to get in here, and then you need to go under these two. Yeah, under these two, and then pull. So that's basically the same that I did before, just differently explained, I guess. Or is it? Wait, now it's all tangled up. Okay. The first one has to go to the left, then the next one has to, this needs to be underneath. Okay, this needs to be like this, then you need to pull this, and then this is no tutorial for somebody who is beginner. Sorry guys, if you watch this because you wanted to make the same. And you're like, what is she doing? Oh, come on. The thread is getting tangled up and I am not, how do you say? What's the word? Geduldig anymore. This is wrong again. I need to go from the left to the right, not from the right to the left as I did before. And then I need to go under here. This is what I'm doing. And now, doing it correctly, I need to go from left to right. Then I will do my final knot, or knots. So, like this. You could leave it like this and you would be perfectly good, but I actually like to make two. Just, you know, for protection, I guess. And then I am putting this underneath here. And then I am cutting this. I'm putting this aside. Looking in the front, and same with this. Oh, well, whatever, that's fine. And then here's the finished product. So I'm putting this aside so I can show you just the final thing. Of course, it's still a bit tense right now, so the cover gets up, but with time it will get better. And I can also put this in the press a bit for another, I don't know, night or so, and tomorrow it should have relaxed. It should have relaxed, so the binding is getting a bit more better crease. But yeah, if I'm standing it up, and I hope you can get the focus is okay, it stands off its own like this. So yeah, I think this is a really special project I did. I like that it has some odd colors that I would have never ever used if I wouldn't have thought. I just want to use this this paper, this Hyogami, this Japanese paper, and I really like the outcome, and especially that front cover on the inside, even if I have some imperfections here like glue, and also the back. It's so pretty. I love the back. I think the back on the inside is so gorgeous. I don't know, it just all comes together how I have envisioned it. And the lavendel, during binding this book, I really realized that the color of this grayish tone really is why I have used this lavendel colored thread. I don't have much left, but that's okay. Cutting this off. So there's only a very tiny bit left, and then the other bit that is on the card. So I maybe could do a small pamphlet or so, but that's it. That's definitely it. And guys, this was fun. This was fun. Please tell me in the comment if you have enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, and yeah, just tell me about your shenanigans. If you want to know more about it, definitely comment down below. And yeah, if you want to know about other shenanigans, I recommend watching this video. So see you soon, have a wonderful day, and bye.